serious. She gon' be today, let me know. Those are the topic of the day. We're glad you're here. Relax a while to get here. Mike and Andree show. The Mike and Andree show. The team that's always on the go. They can be funny, they might be serious. The Mike and Andree show. We're glad you're here. The Mike and Andree, they might be serious.
Good morning. Welcome, everyone, to the Mike and Andree show. I am your co-host, Andree Harris, and my co-host, Mike Nathan, is on his way. Some of you already see me on Facebook Live. I'm just trying to pull it together. Had already saw that there's so much stuff going on around the community today in Washington, D.C. So with that being said, some of us had to walk. Let me show y'all something. See these hills? I had to walk the street in these hills, okay? I did. So some of us have to walk, and I'm trying to get this ready so you guys can. Hello, everybody, and all of our social media, Periscope, Facebook, Instagram, all of our social media outlets. We want to say hello to you all in all different neighborhoods and countries. And some of you know I cannot, and I will not, because I cannot read everybody's posts, but I will be able to see it once the show is finished. Today is your opportunity to win some of Mike's money. I love when we do Mike's money. And the only requirement is to win the trivia and also to be able to, that was it, win the trivia. Oh, and give a testimony of what you did with your money. So we always have to have a testimony on the Mike and Andree show page. A shout out to Ash Brown, Brother Brown from Flight Deck Recording, Flight Deck Entertainment, who does our jingles for the Mike and Andree show. You may not heard that voice because he's also the voice behind the former Say So Radio jingle. He kind of sort of does all of our jingles, and kudos for Grammy Award-winning Marcus Boyd, who did not talk until he was 13 years old. He has autism. He's an autism advocate. He is the one that provides me with all of my beats for my movies and my shows. I'm trying to get everything out. Kudos to London Knighton. Yes. DMV owned London Knighton, who played Sherelle in my movie Backwards. Sherelle. London just dropped her new video single on all social media platforms. I mean, all platforms, wherever music, iTunes, Spotify, your tune, my tune, our tune, all the places where music can be bought. You can look her up. It's called No Love, Show No Love. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I wish I had it with me today. That was my intention to show her video today. But anyway, on October 19th, yes, October 19th, we will be having a screening of the movie Backwards and Mama's Boy. So I want you guys to take a look at these trailers, and then we have a goal of everybody purchasing your tickets through Evite. Tickets will go on sale tonight. The reason why we only did, oops, what I done did to my head, Lord. Okay, we only are doing, oh goodness, my stylist is not here. Okay. Oh, y'all, help me. Anyway, I'm probably jet lagged. I got to give y'all a story about what happened to me while I was in Atlanta this weekend. But anyway, let's watch the, hey, Ronell, everybody, let's watch the trailer, Mama's Boy, featuring Lester Green and myself, and it's from Antoine Allen's Films. But I do have permission to to show this movie because it will be shown at our screening. This month is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. This month is also bullying prevention and also Disabilities Employment Month. So kudos to all of those who are out there making waves and doing things. Probably a whole lot of other things this month too. But those are the three things that I am privy to, that I have a compassion for. And I'm also considered what they call a cause writer. So I write for causes, or I write things that people want to talk about. I'm a storyteller, so they probably want to talk about but can't express it. So that's the kind of writing I do. So we're going to look at these two trailers, and then by that time, hopefully, my co-host will be here.
What have I gotten myself into? I gotta get out of here.
Let me tell you, sometimes we messed up, but we get up, we fixed it.
It's now or never.
All right, all right, all right. Tell me what you think. Anyway, we will be screening those two films. They're short films. We're screening them October 19th here in the Washington, D.C. area. And afterwards, we will be actually taking the screenings to other places. And I just want to let everybody know that we are so appreciative of all of you who have been supportive of me and the visions and things that I've been doing. I got to also give shout out to my engineer here in the house, DJ. Let me tell y'all something. He's so talented. Y'all can really see him on the big screen. Yes. I am truly, truly super duper excited. I've been writing over the weekend. I got something specifically laid out for him. And so I also shout out to Kingdomwood Film Festival in Atlanta, Georgia, Atlanta Black Theater Festival in Atlanta, and shout out to Andrea Clinton, who I was privileged and honored to do a stage read with them called The Community That Prays, Building 433. And let me tell you something, my name was Layla. And she saw this wig, and she was like, I need you to wear that wig. Y'all know I love my hair, right? I need you to wear that wig because Layla wears that. She has that look. But the synopsis of the stage read was wonderful. We had a great time. I was in there with some phenomenal actors. Mama D, everybody knows her from Deetta West, from all the Marry Me for Christmas, A Baby for Christmas, Up TV, Aspire TV, all that stuff. And I also have the privilege of being with her again this upcoming week because we will be in Chicago at Taste of Theatre Theater Festival, and also the Gary, Indiana Black Film Festival, which my movie Vita will be shown out there in Gary, Indiana. Shout out to Leon Robinson, Robert Townsend, Cinda Williams, Eric Lane. All of them will be out there together, so I'm excited about it. I'm just real excited. Then come back down south, going down to the dirty south, back to Atlanta, Georgia for the Peachtree Village International Film Festival, where you will have Lou Gossett Jr., Chris Tucker, Clifton Powell, and so many other names I can't even think of, but I'm excited to be a part of the community of arts. Your chance to win Mike's Money or win tickets to see the premiere. Also, I believe we're going to have a Merry Heart. You know, they always say the Bible talks about a merry heart. This is not a religious show, but you all know that I am an evangelist. And so the Bible talks about a merry heart. And so we know laughter is good for the soul. So what we will do after we watch the two films, we will have the Merry Heart comedy show featuring some lineup that Mike Nathan is doing. Yes, yes, yes. You will only have 7 days to purchase your ticket. 50 seats are already taken, and we're only limiting the seating in the private affair to, I think it's 150 to 200 people. That's it. All after that, you either have to stand outside, wait for us to come. You will have an opportunity to meet Tyrese Foreman, who played Derek in the movie Backwards. He's been on so many movies. You can look him up, IMDb, YouTube, all of that stuff. But he is actually Derek, and he will be a part of the panel. So we are having a panel of people that will talk about domestic violence and things of that nature. But I am going to take a quick break, and I will be back in a minute. Don't touch that dial. Tell your friends, join me. I want to see you.
Water's hot, won't let you drown on that boat. Put my hope in Hashem, the one that spoke to the wind. Defend me from my enemies. Every need is in the bend. Snatched me out, I was in the sin. Gave my life so I could live again. All praise I get him. In the end, we finna win. Light it there in my nighttime. Jesus Christ is my lifeline. I don't know who they serve. That's my word, they God ain't like mine. With me in the valley low. Put me on that mountaintop. Faith flow, gotta stay high in my hope. He's alive, he revives, I ride with the ghost. El Shaddai, he can't lie, he provide for the folk. Through the fire, water's hot, won't let you drown on that boat. Put my hope in Hashem, the one that spoke to the wind. Defend me from my enemies. Every need is in the bend. Snatched me out, I was in the sin. Gave my life so I could live again. All praise I get him. In the end, we finna win. Light it there in my nighttime. Jesus Christ is my lifeline. I don't know who they serve. That's my word, they God ain't like mine. With me in the valley low. Faith flow, gotta stay high in my hope. He's alive, he revives, I ride with the ghost. El Shaddai, he can't lie, he provide for the folk. Through the fire, water's hot, won't let you drown on that boat. Put my hope in Hashem, the one that spoke to the wind. Defend me from my enemies. Every need is in the bend. Snatched me out, I was in the sin. Gave my life so I could live again. All praise I get him. In the end, we finna win. Light it there in my time. Jesus Christ is my lifeline. I don't know who they serve. That's my word, they God ain't like mine. With me in the valley low. Faith flow, gotta stay high in my hope. He's alive, he revives, I ride with the ghost. El Shaddai, he can't lie, he provide for the folk. Through the fire, water's hot, won't let you drown on that boat. Put my hope in Hashem, the one that spoke to the wind. Defend me from my enemies. Every need is in the bend. Snatched me out, I was in the sin. Gave my life so I could live again. All praise I get him. In the end, we finna win. Light it there in my nighttime. Jesus Christ is my lifeline. I don't know who they serve. That's my word, they God ain't like mine. With me in the valley low. Faith flow, gotta stay high in my hope. He's alive, he revives, I ride with the ghost. El Shaddai, he can't lie, he provide for the folk. Through the fire, water's hot, won't let you drown on that boat. Put my hope in Hashem, the one that spoke to the wind. Defend me from my enemies. Every need is in the bend. Snatched me out, I was in the sin. Gave my life so I could live again. All praise I get him. In the end, we finna win. Light it there in my nighttime. Jesus Christ is my lifeline. I don't know who they serve. That's my word, they God ain't like mine. Me in the valley low. Put me on that mountaintop.
I'm talking. Coming back for me. I know. I'm talking. Even one isn't there for me.
Even if my faith flow, gotta stay high in my hope. He's alive, he revives, I ride with the ghosts. El Shaddai, he can't lie, he provide for the folk.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to the Mike and Andree show. Again, they have a lot of things going on down there. Do I look a little dark? I look a little dark. What happened? I look good? Okay, I look good. They say I look good. Ouch. No, they have a lot of things going on up and down Georgia Avenue, so just bear with us. But we're going to go on into our show, and I have a wonderful, I'm so glad I put the face now, because this guy sends me inspirational stuff all the time, okay? And so when Mike said that we were having him today, it just kind of skipped my mind, right? And I got in, I was like, he was sitting out front just nice and kind and patient and waiting, and I'm walking up the hill with you guys on Facebook Live. Boy, I've got to pump this hill, but I got my steps in today. So without further ado, we're going to bring in Mr. Darnell Freshly, who is the CEO of Christ One Battle Gear, and we're going to talk about the battle gear. We're also going to talk about the bullying T-shirts and everything about your life. So Darnell, welcome to the Mike and Andree show. I'm so glad you're here this morning. Okay, so I want to make sure you are out here, viewers, because we got people from Sierra Leone watching and Paris watching, and my phone's everywhere acting crazy. So here we go. Tell our viewers who Darnell Freshly is. We always like to get up close and personal, talk about how you grew up. Right. And then what inspired you to do the things that you do today, and how did you get here?
Well, Darnell Freshly is a D.C. native, born and raised in the district. Okay. And, I grew up on the northeast side, and I was raised by, my mother, father, a lot of strong black women helped raise me, my grandmothers, my uncles and aunts. And, back during that time in the 60s and 70s, it was a lot different than it is now.
Oh, God, yes.
Back then, as a child, you had to stay in a child's place.
Mm-hmm.
But, I grew up in a time where there was a lot of love. I always remember my grandmother's house was the meeting place. Every Friday and Saturday night, if you go to grandma's house, you smell the catfish frying, and my aunt and them would be cleaning.
Did they have the oldies but goodies playing and stuff?
Oh my goodness,
God!
The
yes.
Al Green, that old time love,
yes.
and Marvin Gaye.
What's going on?
And my uncles and aunts would be playing bid whist because they ain't
spades. Wasn't no spades. Bid whist. Do you know how to play bid whist?
No, I do not.
I don't even.
Learned.
We came in the spades era.
I know we did.
And they were like, get off the table. You don't know how to play bid whist. Get up.
You had to
Yeah.
get up. And they be in there, drinking Miller Ponies and,
yes,
and Johnny
and what
Walker
about the
Red
card parties?
And dancing, card parties, rent parties, whatever we did together because we had to support one another. Mm-hmm. We had our own stores and we had our own things in our communities where we didn't depend on these outside entities.
Correct.
And so, if somebody needed money for the rent, they have a rent party.
That's right.
And everybody in the neighborhood would come and buy dinners and whatever else to help them make,
but you know
their bills.
Even though there were things that were going on in a lot of people's households during those times, it was so much togetherness and love.
Yeah.
I mean, I just... I'm looking at it like even with my household, I'm raising my great nieces and nephews as my children.
Okay.
And their grandmother is my sister. And regularly she'll come over and make sure, because I travel a lot, she'll come over and say, hey, I want the kids to do this and do that. that just takes me back to when we grew up.
Right.
And you remember, like, if Miss Day Day beat you,
Yeah.
and then Miss Day Day go home and tell your mother why she beat you, then you can be
get
rest
another
assured you're gonna get another one.
There you go.
And if your mother told your grandmother why you got that beating,
That's
then
right.
you're gonna get another one. I mean, but guess what? It made us to grow up to be great people. We respect authority.
And mindful of how we acted and behaved, because our
Yes.
parents said, when you go out in the street, you represent me, and don't you bring any embarrassment back
To me.
To me, I remember because me and Mike are cousins, and we used to have to go to Mike's house on the weekends sometime because my mother would have to work 2 jobs, or my mother and father went out of town, whatever the case may be. And his Aunt Mina is the oldest child of my aunts, and we would have to go over there, and I didn't like to go over there because we had to go to church on Saturday, and I gotta miss all my cartoons that they was dealing with the Seventh-day Adventist thing.
Now tell me this: did you watch Bruce Lee on Saturday morning?
I watched Bruce Lee.
Remember
I watched
Ultraman?
Ultraman.
Excuse me, y'all.
Yeah,
Millennials don't know that.
Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin,
Superman,
Lone Ranger and
all those.
Tonto. Yes.
And so I just, but I learned a lot from being at Mike's house because the way his mother and father operated. When you had dinner, everybody had to come to. You had to, first of all, get yourself together, wash up, and put on a nice shirt. And you had to come to the table and sit at the table all together as a family.
Yes.
And eat dinner. And we didn't do that at my house. So I took a lot of things from a lot of different strong men and women coming up to kind of frame who I was, and how I raised my kids. It took a while for me to kind of I got this shirt called Men Becoming Kings.
Wow.
And it's, to me, it's about the evolution, the process of becoming the head of your household. Or, that process for me was different because growing up in this city, I fell into a lot of different traps. I always say God brought me from the crack house to the church house. From deadbeat dad to husband and father.
Wow.
From stick-up kid to child of the king. So my journey was different because I made a lot of wrong choices. It's not that I wasn't taught better, but I took advice from a lot of the wrong people. The streets was calling. But by the grace of God, I'm still here, and he guided me through all that. And as I started to have my own family and raise my own kids, it was a process for me because I didn't have certain examples of how to communicate, with your children. I was more of I ruled by fear, and sometimes, even now, I regret some of those things because my kids, they go talk to their mother. They don't talk to me in a way that I would like them to talk to me. And it's starting to change as I changed, as I got a closer walk with Christ, and as I started to evolve as a man and learn that, I have to temper my discipline with love, and those type of things. So it was my Men Becoming Kings shirt is just all about the evolution of a man just coming and then coming to believe that he can be.
That he can.
See, because
so
at one
time,
then
he come to believe.
Right. Because at one time, my wife was the head of the household.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because she was taking care of the kids and taking care of me.
Right there on that note right there. So to the ladies, a lot of times we have had opportunities where we had to do everything on our own. And then, and one of the things that I'm totally against is we say, when the Father Days come, Happy Father's Day to me. No, you're not a father. You are the mother who had to step in and do many things because we're nurturers by nature.
Naturally.
But when the king steps in, we need to learn our place. And that becomes a battle by itself because the women have been so accustomed to doing everything on their own that when he comes in and comes to his senses and come to the place where he know he belong, we as women, because we're nurturers by nature, have a problem with moving back and allowing him to take the front seat as the king as he is. Did you have to struggle with that?
It was a real struggle because she was reluctant to hand over the reins to me because it was a trust issue.
Mm-hmm.
I let her and the family down so many times
Mm-hmm.
over, and the only thing I used to say, babe, well, why did you stay with me all these years? Because I really wasn't no good. She said, I always saw the good in you. You were always a good father.
She's
when
so
you were
like
when you were
God.
in your right mind and not out there on that stuff. You were home and you was taking care of the kids and changing Pampers, and she said I saw the good in you, and so I stayed.
That's good.
And so, but
kudos to the wife.
hey,
Kudos to the wife. Big
up.
ups to the wife.
Yeah.
Yes,
So-
that's
so-
what I'm talking about.
So I'm so glad she did.
I'm glad she did
so
too, because you
glad she
be like a
did.
fish out of water. I could tell. I just could tell you be like a fish out of water.
Yeah, and I heard it said somewhere that when a man is not in his place, the woman becomes misplaced.
Yep.
And the kids don't know their place.
That's right.
And some people don't like it,
But it's
it's
true.
the truth. Mm-hmm. It's the truth. We were created to fulfill not for the man was created to be the head, but not in a sense where he ruled over anybody.
Right. Mm-hmm.
We were created to walk through this thing hand in hand together.
Yeah, help me. And then direction.
What I lack, my wife
Had to pick up.
buffers me, and she said she is my perfect complement. You know what I'm saying?
Perfect combination.
She's that perfect complement to
That's
everything that when I'm down.
Mm-hmm.
I sometimes trying to start a business, and I want it to be so successful because I want to. Sometimes I try to explain to her I want it to be a success on my own. You know what I'm saying? I want to show you and the kids and that this is something that I can do and be successful with without always leaning on you, always
Wow.
going in your pocketbook. I'm tired of always. I want to foot the bill now.
Wow.
I want to be the man that I'm supposed to be.
We have to take just like a 30-second break. Give us a 30-second break. And then we'll be back because my co-host is in the house.
Fire water's hot, won't let you drown on that boat. Put my hope in Hashem, the one that spoke to the wind. Defend me from my enemies. Every knee they've in the bend. Snatched me out, I was in the sin. Gave my life so I could live again. All praise I get him. In the end, we finna win. Light of day at my nighttime. Jesus Christ is my lifeline. I don't know who they serve. That's my word, they God ain't like mine. Put me in the valley low. Put me on that mountaintop.
I'm talking. Coming back for me. I know. I'm talking. He's the one who's been there for me.
Even if my faith low, gotta stay high in my hope. He's alive, he revives, I ride with the ghost. El Shaddai, he can't lie, he provide for the folk. Through the fire, water's hot, won't let you drown on that boat. Put my hope in Hashem, the one that spoke to the wind. Defend me from my enemies. Every knee they've in the bend. Snatched me out, I was in the sin. Gave my life so I could live again. All praise I get him. In the end, we finna win. Light of day at my nighttime. Jesus Christ is my lifeline. I don't know who they serve. That's my word, they God ain't like mine. With me in the valley low. Put me on that mountaintop.
Coming back for me. I know. I'm talking. He's the one who's been there for me.
Even if my faith low, gotta stay high in my hope. He's alive, he revives, I ride with the ghost. El Shaddai, he can't lie, he provide for the folk. Through the fire, water's hot, won't let you drown on that boat. Put my hope in Hashem, the one that spoke to the wind. Defend me from my enemies. Every knee they've in the bend. Snatched me out, I was in the sin. My life so I could live again. All praise I get him. In the end, we finna win. Light of day at my nighttime. Jesus Christ is my lifeline. I don't know who they serve. That's my word, they God ain't like mine. With me in the valley low. Put me on that mountaintop.
Coming back for me. I know. I'm talking.
my hope. He's alive, he revives, I ride with the ghost. El Shaddai, he can't lie, he provide for the folk. Through the fire, water's hot, won't let you drown on that boat. Put my hope in Hashem, the one that spoke to the wind. Defend me from my enemies, every need is in the bend. Snatched me out, I was in the sin. Gave my life so I could live again. All praise I get him, in the end we finna win. Light of day in my nighttime, Jesus Christ in my lifeline. I don't know who they serve, that's my word, they God ain't like mine. With me in the valley low, put me on that mountaintop.
The co-host is here.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I had no idea there's going to be some kind of carnival out on Georgia Avenue.
Yeah.
Georgia Avenue Day has moved. It's no longer in the summertime.
I know, right? And I had to walk all the way from 9th Street by Banneker in heels.
Right. And oh wow. Yeah, I walked around the block. I tried to go through alleys.
Oh,
The little one.
yeah, we have a special guest.
We got a special guest.
Look at him.
Hey, my
Daddy's
little-
girl is in the building.
Daddy's girl, the princess.
She's in the building.
Her
We're so
is a
happy to have her
princess.
here with us today. You want to say hi to the world? Hi.
Oh,
Wow, she's
baby.
one of us.
Oh,
She is
right.
definitely one of
She
us.
wants the message to be.
Did you hear that? Did you get that clear hi? She's one of us. That's a good thing about having our show. We can bring whoever we want to bring on.
That's right.
Do whatever we want to do.
That's
We keep
right.
it clean, though. We keep it clean. We keep it clean. Definitely.
Well, I felt it was appropriate to bring her up. This is her cousin over here.
Wow.
That's
We
her cousin,
are
her big cousin.
family.
And he was talking about family.
Yes.
And he was talking about, the struggles of having to, do what you have to do to make it, the different dynamics in the family. And I wanted to show what I got to do. Sometimes men have to bring their kids to work.
You have to. But do you remember it was a time when they had bring your child to work day?
Right.
They used to have that where you can bring your children to work. Well, see, in my case, I brought my kids to work all the time, okay? I didn't have a day. I had all the time I had to bring my kids to work. But that was a time, too, when people was concerned. When they say companies said family was first, they really meant that. Now, I've lost a job because, and I'm not going to call the company's name, but we were working for an organization, which is a government organization, who was doing a lot of grants and stuff for children with disabilities. And I have three kids with disabilities, and one of them had really, really bad Nicholas Barrister syndrome with seizures, disorders, really bad. And it was so much so that the hospital, if you don't go to the school, they'll take the children to the hospital. And so she was having seizures so much during the school year. And the lady looked at me and said, well, is there anybody else you can find to do that? And I was like, wow, they just gave you guys so many millions of dollars in grants for the very children that I have. And so God moved me away from that. So it's such a good thing to see a father interact with his child, daughter, son, doesn't matter. And just to see you guys this is like all family dynamics. And we talked about family and growing up. He even mentioned, Mike, going to your house as a kid and the way that your family structure was total opposite of their family structure.
When we were young. When
Yes.
we were young, that
Yes.
was until they had, some of my cousins, they had an opportunity to make their own households. It was what it was. And this was in the 60s and 70s,
We have to sit down for dinner. We didn't do that. No, we didn't do that.
Traditional household.
Yeah, and so it was amazing.
That Kool-Aid was the bomb.
Ooh, y'all had the good Kool-Aid.
I don't know
I had some Kool-Aid last night, man.
You ever
I
had
don't
some
know
of
who
Daddy's
made that
Kool-Aid?
Kool-Aid, but oh my God, there was
The
always
Kool-Aid.
at Mike's house.
Wow. So listen, let's talk about your clothing line because don't forget you guys, the phone number is on the screen, 202-427-7263. You're going to be winning Mike's money.
But no, today there has been a change. A great change has come over the village.
Okay.
So we discussed last week about finding
Organization.
an organization or a program or something to donate the money to, right?
Correct.
And I think we should, donate money to the anti-bullying campaign.
The anti-bullying campaign. Correct. Correct.
I think
We have, it's amazing. Last year, in 2016, I wrote a play called The Courage to Stand Up. It was Fox 5 interviewed us about it. Trey Chaney was on the play. DJ Flavor was in the play. I was in the play as a schizophrenic mother who had a son. And the reason why he was bullying people was because his mother was so schizo and his home life was crazy. And so, yes,
And
we
so
want...
many kids see a lot of disturbances in the house. So I personally have become acutely aware of that because of my own situation. You know, and I wanna help. You know, domestic violence, any
of that, right. Which, again, so you, also we want to talk about We Shall Live and Not Be Bullied, the T-shirt line that you did for your cousin. Tell us about that story right quick.
Well,
Tell us about that.
My niece and my niece's daughter, Zariah, was walking from the Shaw Library. She had a summer job up that way. And her cousins would meet her and walk her home. And she had problems with certain young ladies at school, and they caught them coming from the Shaw Library walking home. And maybe 15 to 20 kids. And the thing about it was not only girls, but it was boys. And they jumped them and they stomped her, and it was just such a terrible thing. And then the on top of that, they posted a video of it on Facebook.
I'm sure somebody got in trouble, right?
And so but the thing about it is when they went to the police, they got such a negative feedback. You know, they went to the police and the police officers were like, "Oh well, she's just angry because she lost the fight," or it's just all these negative things that they were saying. And of course, these were police officers that are not from our community, that don't look like us, and so they were getting all that type of feedback. But see, little did they know, I have family. My son is a police officer, DCPD.
Okay.
I have a sister-in-law that's a DCPD. I have all kind of family members, and so we were able to contact them, and they were able to tell us how to proceed. And so she went on Facebook and put it on Facebook Live, and then she ended up connecting with some of the other non-bullying mothers around the country that have different programs and venues to stop bullying. And so then once it got out there like that, then all of a sudden the mayor wanted to say something. Then all of a sudden the police wanted to hear what she had to say. And once Channel 9 News got hold of it, and then they saw it on the news, now everybody wants to move, And it's
the sad thing about it is, though, why do you have to wait until it's so bad before you make a move?
I believe I have an answer.
Well, give me the answer, because I can't take it.
In our city, a lot of people they're concerned about their livelihoods and getting involved in things that might bring them more grief than answers, right? So sometimes you have to show people that you know the channels, you know the people, and they want to know how committed and how serious you are, right? And that's where you have to go with it.
Okay.
Also, as far as police caring, you have to grow. You got to grow doctors. You got to grow lawyers into your community.
Yeah.
See, the Jewish people did not become so prevalent in law yesterday. It was an extensive process, and they decided what field they wanted to go in, and they dominate that field. You see what I'm saying?
Y'all see my political co-host.
Well,
that's who he is.
I was talking to somebody else the other day, and we were talking about how different races gravitate to different fields. Have you ever noticed that there's a lot of African nurses, a lot of African home health aides?
Yeah, it is.
Quite
I have
bit.
3 of them myself.
Okay? They're Irish. Yes. You hold it still. You are my holder stiller right now. The Irish came over and they went into policing, construction, Spanish, the Latins
taking all of
came into
the cleaning
the
business,
service industry, cleaning, construction, all service industries. They're there, and we have to be vigilant as well.
Right. Okay, I accept it.
And so she asked me to.
I accept it.
My niece asked me to. She said she wanted to do a shirt that says we shall live and not be bullied. And
That is the shirt.
Beautiful shirt.
And I would like for, I would have liked, because it's anti-bullying, I would have loved for her to have been on the show.
Right. I called her this morning and told her.
But that's
that
okay.
I was
We
gonna
have
be on
a
the show, but I can definitely arrange that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And if you need,
Well, if you want to have some input, let her call her and tell her call in right
Call
now.
in
Let's
right
have some
now.
impact. We did Trey Cheney last week.
I hope you're watching. I gave you the information.
202.
The phone number is 202-427-7263. I didn't mean to take over from you.
Thank you. Thank you. We all family up here.
All family.
And my company is Christ One.
Yes, Battle Gear. Yeah.
Christ ONE Battle Gear, and I'm on Facebook and Instagram at Christ One Battle Gear. You can find the non-bullying T-shirts. You can find the Team Jesus T-shirts, hoodies, Men Becoming Kings.
All that stuff.
All that stuff, and I can help people with their logos and whatever. We specialize in helping you bring your vision to life.
Oh, good.
Beautiful.
My only requirement is that it has to be positive. Because all
Definitely.
money ain't good money. It took me a long time to learn that, but I know
Amen.
now.
That's
So
right.
it has to be positive, and I reserve the right to make that decision.
That's right. And also, don't forget, we will be giving away some tickets. I know I told you guys earlier we have a 10-day challenge going on. So we're going to get rid of those tickets in 10 days. We've already got 50. I've already got 50 calls for reservation tickets. So the premiere of the anti-domestic violence movie Backwards and Mama's Boy will be shown, and we're still working on the lineup for the Mary Hart comedy lineup.
Actually, that's complete. We Howard G. We got Tisas.
Okay, they're coming. They're coming in.
So whoever else wants to, if they want stage time or what have you, just reach out.
Reach out. Okay.
Make it happen.
Jesus coming on?
Definitely.
Yeah, so we're gonna have some clean comedy after we watch the domestic violence viewing premiere screening of the two movies. We will also have what they call we'll break for a few minutes, take pictures with the actors and cast. After the panel, we'll break and come back with a Mary Hart. And I'm just so happy with Mary Hart comedy, hosted by my very own co-host, whom I love. I miss you guys the whole week.
I know you were off and away creating.
I know, and I'm leaving
Watched
again.
you. It's so beautiful. I
Yeah,
love that
so
t-shirt, man.
let me see that.
I designed this for your man.
For
Jesus.
Tisas.
The Petty Christian.
Also,
Yes.
The Petty Christian.
cousin,
He
tell him.
coming?
Yeah.
I'm happy.
My man
Tisas,
Petty
Tony does,
Christian.
I guess, all of his memorabilia.
Well,
his
I
merchandise,
did his
hats.
Petty Christian T-shirt. The Petty
We
Christian,
need our Mike and Andre show shirts done for the show.
the Petty Christian line. All this other stuff, I don't know.
I'm just getting in my feelings right now. We need Mike and Andre show T-shirts. I'm just thinking. I think we need
going
some
down.
T-shirts, and I want to get some T-shirts for the premiere too.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. Yes. So anyway, I'm excited. 202-427-7263. Call in and get speak to our guests, and also get your chance to win 2 free tickets to the October 19th screening and comedy show.
Yes, y'all.
So, ooh, that's nice. You should have sent me that so I could send all that through.
My grandson drew that.
Wow.
Let me see that.
My
Show that
grandson-
again.
My grandson drew that. That's the first
Wow.
thing that I put on a shirt.
That's amazing.
Before I even learned how to screen print, I was printing stuff off the computer.
And just get
and
it
going
stored.
down with an iron.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I used to do
put-
that with my
you know,
bags,
I
my
did-
book covers. When I put them on the
That's right.
T-shirt, I iron. Remember the old back in the day iron on transfer?
Yeah. I tell you a story about that. When God gave me a vision for Christ One Battle Gear, I really didn't know what to do with it. So that's what I was doing. I was ironing stuff that I printed off the computer, and I didn't know my kids were watching me. And one day my son came home, it was Father's Day, and he had a box. And in the box was a used heat press.
Wow.
So I cried, and he said, "What's wrong, Dad? You don't like it?" I said, "Boy, you just don't know what you just did for me." And so
Isn't that amazing?
I took a what do you call it? YouTube, not YouTube, but maybe it is YouTube. I took a webinar on YouTube
Okay.
and learned how to use the heat press.
Y'all better know YouTube is your friend.
Yeah.
YouTube is teaching me how to edit.
Google period is your friend.
It's your friend. I mean,
I'm going to need you to imagine in your head, close your eyes for a moment, right? Get your phone out. And, well, first put your thumb on the microphone on Google, right? Close your eyes. Imagine you're on Star Trek, right? And say computer. So that's where we're at now.
That's where we are.
That's
but
where
you
we
want to
are.
know something? In our day, we had a show called The Jetsons.
Right? The Jetsons.
Yeah.
So do you remember the Jetsons was always computerized and
Yeah.
into the future kind of stuff?
Yeah.
We are right there where the Jetsons was back
Right.
in the 60s and 70s.
We just don't have a hover card.
We have 5 minutes left for our show.
They're working
are
on it.
working
The
on it.
self-driving car, the hover
Yeah.
car.
You know the cars now,
I
they
believe my
stop.
daughter has become an internet diva now.
I see. Look
She has
at
fallen
her.
in love with herself. She's just looking,
Yes.
looking.
When you know, even now when you're driving the car, when you stop, the car stop. When you put your feet on, the car starts back up. I believe they're gonna have the fold away car soon.
I think so.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you get where you need to go and fold it up like a briefcase and pull it back out. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if I want to be here to see that though. I'd be afraid to live.
I don't know. I mean, you know, I kind of want to see those days come along. But there is a part of me that is technologically challenged
Yeah.
and like is afraid of it. So I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, I saw online last night because I flew in very late, but I saw online the oldest interracial married couple. And because the woman was 96 and he was 95, he was white and she was black. Edith and Eddie, look at it on YouTube. It touched my heart. She had a guardian that took her from, which was her sister, that moved her away. They were in Alexandria, Virginia. And as soon as they took that woman from her husband collapsed.
Wow.
And he passed away. They wouldn't even let the woman that was in 2018. At that time when I was watching it, they had not done anything with the man's body as of yet. And his wife could not even say goodbye. I'm telling you, celebration of life. Who is this? Who is
That
this?
was my auntie, Joan Kern Watson. I just gave her a little screen time. I miss her so much. She was my favorite aunt, and she was always the cool aunt you could go talk to about anything.
Oh, wow.
You know, even your dirtiest little secret.
She got him.
And she would understand, and she would also point you in the right direction and tell you if you was dead wrong, she'd tell you.
She tell you you're wrong. Right. Well, we're going to give a moment of silence for Auntie.
Aunt Joan Kern Watson. Love you, baby.
Thank you, guys. Yes. I just, you know, things about life, you know, life is very precious and every moment is very precious. But I want to turn it over to my co-host because we have 2 minutes left, and I want you to just give us some words of encouragement today.
Never stop. Always strive for excellence, right?
Yeah, and give this 10,000 likes. 10,000.
Oh, wow.
Oh, what, she already?
But Daddy, you know about likes?
Did y'all hear that? The baby say, "Give this 10,000 likes." Look, check us out on the Mike and Andree show.
10,000.
Check us out on the Mike and Andree show on YouTube. YouTube, Instagram, Periscope, and you can catch our shows also on WLVS Listen Vision on YouTube as well. You have some words of encouragement you want to say, Darnell?
Well, I just want to give thanks to God for Cheryl Freshley. She is the love of my life, and yes, she's my wife. God had a plan, and He put it in your hands. He said, "Take this raw lump of clay, and mold me a man." And that you did, my sister. I love you.
Girl, you better rewind that every time. This is all over the world, honey. Yeah. All over the world. Cheryl, girl, you just got that shout out, girl. Yes. Shout out to all the mothers, the wives, the fathers, the husbands, our fans, our viewers. We thank you so much for chiming in to us today. We will have a syndicated show next week because they got a lot going on. So you'll probably, if you can inbox us which one of your favorite shows you want us to play, we will play it for next week.
I hope they ask for the Wasp.
Oh,
I hope they ask.
Okay, we're just gonna. That's all right. We'll play the Wasp.
Dark Angel.
Dark Angel. We're gonna rewind that one. Okay. Yeah, y'all did. Dark Angel. Speaking of Dark Angel is really interested in having you mentor him. Did you know that?
Yes.
He's really.
That will help him.
He's interested. He wants. Maybe he should have an opportunity to have his first showing on October 19th. Let's make it happen. Dark Angel, if you're watching. Opportunity has presented itself. We are going to have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time. Don't touch that dial. Listen to us as we go out. But we love you until next time. Keep living, keep giving, but most of all,
keep loving.
Keep loving. We gotta go.
I got love in my heart. Say
You know you're curious.